Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity to second the adoption of the Budget and Appropriation Committee report on the budget highlights for the year 2024-2025. Honourable Speaker, we have realized that the budget has been increasing over time. And this increase is caused by the increase in the population. It is also caused by the increase in the demands for money. It is also caused by the increase in demand for development. And that increase is commensurate with the levels of development we are in, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I would like to thank the Budget and Appropriation Committee for working overtime to make sure that they deliver this product in time and in the quality that the Chair has very eloquently put. Honourable Speaker, we are here today to pass or discuss this budget and adopt it. Adoption of this budget, Honourable Speaker, is progression towards completion of the budgeting cycle. Our recess in the last month of May has been very usefully utilized in the preparation of the budget from the individual committee level to the budget and appropriation, and the proposals that have just been read to you of 4.006 trillion budget have been constituted with very careful consideration of every sector in terms of their demands and in terms of what they need to do over the next 1 year. Honourable Speaker, I just want to pick a few highlights as I second. One, the midwifing of this particular budget has been a process that has costed people time. It is a process that has led to a lot of consultation. The ministries, the departments, and agencies have presented their issues. They have been in constant communication with the sectors, and they have also therefore been able to articulate exactly what they need in terms of their budget. And I am sure there hasn't been a major variation or deviation between the budget policy statement that was brought to this House early in the year and the actual budgetary estimates that have been presented this afternoon. Honourable Speaker, the budget has been made to finally respond to the needs of Kenya as an economy, to finally respond to the needs of the people of this country, to finally respond to the development needs of the people of Kenya, and to finally respond to cutting down on imports, especially in the agricultural sector where the Chair has eloquently put that, Honourable Speaker, we are moving towards import substitution. The idea of making sure that we have our own food is one way of curbing importation. On the other hand, Honourable Speaker, the substitution, especially of the edible oils, I'm aware that the ministry or the agricultural sector is in the process of ensuring that we can produce edible oils as a country and stop spending well over 150 billion every year to support importation of edible oils. Honourable Speaker, the notable macroeconomic parameters that the Chair has presented in this House, including and not limited to the strengthening of the shilling, the lowered inflation rate, the student growth rate, and also the fiscal consolidation that has led to major reduction by 2% of the fiscal, of the deficit, is a clear direction, a clear indication that this country is moving in the right direction and the economy is growing. Honourable Speaker, the Kenya Kwanza government, which has sat down and made very clear proposals, policy proposals, has clearly come up with the policy proposals that are leading us in the right direction. The budget that we have basically had this afternoon touches on different sectors. Honourable Speaker, education is key to this country. Uneducated people or ignorant people cannot lead, cannot grow a nation. Kenya as a country is known to have the best educated people in Africa. And this budget reflects to that spirit. Honourable Speaker, the allocation of over 700 billion shillings to the Kenyan education system attests to the fact that we want our children educated and we want to continue reducing the cost on education so that most of the Kenyans can access education. Honourable Speaker, we have also seen budgetary allocations to other sectors. And I do not need to highlight every sector, Honourable Speaker. What I want to conclude by saying is that this budget has been very finely balanced. And Honourable Speaker, notably, this is one of the processes that is not heavily contested between the majority and the minority. is one of the processes where the spirit of this House is felt, and the spirit of this House as a parliament is exhibited. Honourable Speaker, we would like to see more of this, more of agreement, more of concession in lawmaking, so that we may be able to move forward and do better a job as a people and as leaders of this country as we have done in the budget process. Honourable Speaker, we are looking forward to have the appropriation bill, and also there will be the finance bill. I would look forward to the same spirit that we have today. People who are happy to do the proposals on the budget, also to look at possibilities of raising money to be able to finance that particular budget, and that we do not have glaring disagreements between ourselves and our friends on the other side. Honourable Speaker, many sectors have been looked into and many sectors have been supported. To the extent possible, we are looking forward to a year that is going to be activity-filled, a year that is going to cause more reduction in terms of borrowing, a year that is going to cause to lead to more support to development. Honourable Speaker, with those very few remarks, I wish to second the adoption of the report by the Chair of the Budget and Appropriation Committee. I thank you.
Honourable members, I now put the question, I now propose the question that this House adopts the report of the Budget and Appropriations Committee on the consideration of the estimates of revenue and expenditure and the median term for the financial year 2024-2025, laid on the table of this House on Wednesday, 5th June 2024, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 2021 of the Constitution, Section 39 of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012, and Standing Order number 239. 1. Approves the issuance of the sum of 2,392,832,508,617 shillings for the Consolidated Fund to meet the expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2025. In respect of the votes contained in the first schedule, subject to the paragraph 3, that's the Committee of Supply. 2, makes the policy and financial resolutions as contained in the second schedule to the order paper. And 3, orders that the Speaker do leave the chair to facilitate the consideration of the said budget estimates with respect to each vote and program in the Committee of Supply as contemplated under Standing Order 240, consideration of the estimates in the Committee of Supply. Before I entertain your point of order, I would like to recognize the following schools. Kabare Girls High School from Gishugu constituency, Kirinyaga County. I also wish to recognize, seated in the public gallery, Musuvo Mixed Secondary School from Mwingi Central constituency, Kitui County. And on that, I will allow Honorable Mulyungi, member for Mwingi Central, to welcome them on behalf of the National Assembly.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I welcome all the students and schools who are here today visiting us to Parliament. Madam Speaker, I encourage all the students who are here to work very hard to succeed in their education and their careers, and aspire one day to be members of Parliament and the senior public servants. Travel back home safely and pass our regards to your parents. Karibuni sana and God bless you. Asante.
I'll let you have your point of order, but I hope it's relevant, because if it's not, I'll have you sit down. Yes, okay. What's your point of order?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the Chair of Budget. The document.
What's the point of order?
Yes, the document we have reflects 306 billion, but not 2.3 trillion. So we want to know where is that document. The one which was printed is 3.6 billion.
Sorry?
The document which we have is 306 billion, but not 2.3 trillion. So we need to contribute to a document which reflects the figures that have been mentioned by the chair of budgets.
Which document are you referring to?
It is on the report on the consideration of the estimates of revenue and expenditure for financial year 2024-2025 at the medium term. And if you look at the total, it's 306 billion. Which page? The last page. But not the 2.3 trillion as mentioned by the chair.
Honorable Chairperson, since I do not have that particular document, maybe you can respond, because I do not have that one.
Honorable Speaker, this document is containing many figures. I'll sit down with my brother so that we go through it. The data is correct, the information is correct. However, it needs to be read alongside all the others. But I'll guide him, Honorable Speaker.
Okay, let's proceed. Yes, Honorable Wamushomba, what's your point of information?
Madam Speaker, I rise on a point of information which I may need some clarification from the Chair of Budgets Appropriation Committee, and I refer to the Constitution of Kenya, Article 221.
So who do you wish to inform, the Budget Chair?
I want to inform the Chair so that he can respond probably to the House.
Let's hear first.
Article 221 of the Kenyan Constitution says at least 2 months before the end of each financial year, the Cabinet Secretary responsible for finance shall submit to the National Assembly estimates of the revenue and expenditure of the national government for the next financial year to be tabled in the National Assembly. According to what I understand this, Madam Speaker, a budget caters for both revenue estimates and expenditure estimates. Looking at what the chair of this committee has been exposing to the House, it is expenditure. So I want a clarification whether the revenue estimates have been tabled and whether that revenue estimate that was tabled includes the many loans that the government of Kenya is struggling to pay. Thank you.
Honorable Wamushomba, if you recall, I think it was the 30th of April, yes, that the minister submitted the revenue. So you're 2 months behind. Yes, all those steps have actually been ticked off. So if you are following the calendar year, because when we came in February, we immediately dealt with the budget policy statement. Yes, the revenue was submitted on the 30th of April. Yes. And in fact, what I'll do while you just go to table office, you'll be able to find it. That is done 2 months before. Yes, let's proceed. We won't waste any time on that because, yes, who do I give an opportunity here?